So sorry for people who saw the last video because it cuts, so I will do it again. So today I decided to do the live about having special diets, following special diets, and being able to reply to people who have a special diets. Because if you're working in the hospitality industry, either having a B&B, having an Airbnb, having a vacation rental, having a restaurant, or anything where you have the possibility to offer some food to people, I think it's very important to know those things. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this video because I went on holidays to the north of Spain, and in a few restaurants, some people, like all of the people, didn't know what it meant when I was telling them that I was vegan. So for a quick example, for instance, I asked to have a dish where I asked if the dish could be done with a different sauce. I didn't want the sauce made from dairy, and so I asked if it would be possible. Then the waiter says, okay, comes back, and what he's serving me something with a lot of cheese on it. So which is also not vegan. And that's why I decided, because probably if you work in the hospitality industry and you don't have a special diet, this is something that you might not know. And I think it's very important if we want to be hospitable, if we want, and I'm not saying it only because I'm vegan, I'm saying it because I'm vegan because I noticed that there was a lack in this area. But if we want to serve people the best way is to know them, to know how to answer to their requirements and their demands. And it can be overwhelming, and especially because there are a lot of different ways, different diets. Nowadays, a lot of new diets are coming. People are vegetarian, flexitarian, vegan. They can be not eating gluten. They have like a lot, or they have allergies. People can have food allergies. So knowing how to reply to those diets would be something that you might want to know if you are in the hospitality industry. So let's talk about the first one, being vegetarian. So we will do it step by step. People who are vegetarian, it means they don't eat anything, a dead animal. So what is a dead animal? Meat. They don't eat meat. They don't eat fish, and they will not eat any seafood in general. So now, if we go to the next step, people who are vegan, like me, we don't eat any product coming from animals. So what does it mean, coming from animals? It means that you don't eat any, as vegetarian, you don't eat any meat, any fish. We don't eat any meat, any fish, any seafood. But in addition to this, we also don't eat anything coming from an animal. So eggs, we don't eat. Dairy products like milk, cream, and cheese, milk, cream, yogurt, those are things that we are not eating. So, for instance, in my case, when I went to this restaurant and the waiter understood, I thought, and came back with a plate with a lot of cheese on it, this was not really replying to my requirements. And so that's why I wanted to do this video. For people, if they tell you that they cannot eat anything from gluten, think gluten is things where there is wheat inside. So if you have pasta, which is coming from wheat, they cannot eat it. You can offer them a pasta which have a different, which is made from a different thing. So if you have pasta from rice, it's okay. Pasta from like any pasta nowadays, you have a lot of pastas which is without gluten. It's okay. Bread, they cannot eat bread if it's with wheat flour, for instance. It has to be without wheat. And then you have people who are flexitarians. In that case, they might eat fish but not eat meat, and might eat eggs, things like this. So this is important to know, and also not just to know, okay, what they don't eat, but on the other side, what they can eat and what they like to eat. So vegan people, if you go to a restaurant and the person is telling you, ah yeah, it's great, you're vegan, don't worry, we have salads. This is the first thing that vegan people or vegetarian people, let's say, hate hearing, because we don't eat only salad. We like to have some things which are like filling up our stomach, or belly. So it's better if you offer some other things. If you like, this would be great if restaurants in general could offer some alternatives, some quinoa. Quinoa is very, very like a great product for nutrition. Quinoa, lentils, chickpeas. Those are things that we like eating instead of just having a pizza. So a pizza, sorry, we also like pizza. Instead of just having a salad. So if you do a salad, you can do a salad. We like eating salads, but do a salad with those ingredients. Have quinoa, have chickpeas. When I was in Barcelona last week, we went to a place which was not vegan, but which was offering a lot of vegan or vegetarian options. They had this amazing salad with chickpeas, quinoa, a lot of spinach, and they made it with a lot of flavors thanks to a lot of nice spices. So if you want to offer something, and for vegan people, because we are only because it's so tough for us when we are going to restaurant or when we are going traveling in general to find a place to stay or to eat, that when we find a place which, it doesn't have to be like fully vegan, but when we find a place which is at least offering us some options which we like, then we will recommend it. Be sure that we will recommend it to everyone. And that's why if you're targeting people who are vegan, who are vegetarian, who have those special diets, then you can have people who are returning and also referring your place. So this is something that is very important if you want to increase your business, to target to this niche, and it's a growing niche. If you just look at the figures on Google Trends, on other statistics, you will see that this is a niche that is growing exponentially. You probably have seen it. All the restaurants now are turning more and more vegetarian or vegan. One thing that came to my mind when I was saying this, yes, if you have a vacation rental or Airbnb like me, and you're offering a breakfast, or even if you're not offering a breakfast, but if you have some things in your place that you're offering to guests, what would vegan people love is to have a milk which is vegetable, plant-based milk. So for instance, me, I love soy milk. Soy milk, of course, which is not from, how you say, GMO. Huh? So GMO-free soy milk is amazing if you have it, because it's full of proteins. Any milk, almond milk, any, how you say, avena milk, any milk is good. Right now, my daughter just woke up from her nap, so that's where I will stop today, but I will do another video on what to have for breakfast, and in fact, I have it already on my blog if you want to have a look. See you next time. Bye-bye.